Arrived at the Wild Basin entrance at about 6:30, and the road to Wild Basin Trailhead was closed. Had no idea. I didn't see any evidence for it anywhere. I guess that goes to show you just have to check all the websites before every hike. The ranger came out at 7 and said the road was closed the rest of the week for road maintenance. So that'll add at least 4 miles. So I don't think I will get up to Lion Lake, Snowbank Lake. It'll just be a nice forest hike today, I guess. Low 60s and humid. Rained a little bit coming up today. Okay, 2 miles in. Getting close to the trailhead. So, the plan was to go up to Lion Lake, but that'll be a long ways, we'll see. We do have quite a few choices though. We'll head towards Thunder. 2.5 miles in on a normally very busy, very popular trail. This hike is quite a different environment than my usual high and dry hikes. Lots of water, lots of humidity. I won't have to worry about running out of water today, that's for sure. A little over 3 miles in, just about an hour of hiking, and I haven't seen a soul, other than one deer. So, pluses and minuses to the road being closed. All right, so about 3 3/4 miles in, this is the turnoff to the campsite shortcut. Hey, now we're on a real trail. So this is along the campground trail. It just flattened out, which is nice after climbing from the main trail. Nice and cool and humid. It's beautiful. And this trail is so soft and smooth. I think I might be able to go a lot further than I initially thought because this trail is so easy on the feet. Another one of these sections that reminds me of the Boundary Waters. Expect to see a canoe being portaged around the corner here. So we are at 5 miles in. Just about 2 hours of total time. Climbed about 1,100 plus feet. We are approaching the junction. Here it is. So we're gonna stop for a little equipment adjustment and a snack. Here we go. And we're gonna head up this way. So we have been following the North St. Vrain River Creek the entire way since the parking lot. So I'm just gonna come down here by the water for our little break. So we're approaching 6 miles on the road. I imagine this was a logging or mining road by its width and its grade, heading up towards Thunder and Lion Lakes. Nice gradual trail. Just approaching the Thunder Lake, Lion Lake Junction. We're just crossing 10,000 feet, a little over 6 miles in. All right, 2 hours, 45 minutes in. That's the road. We're gonna go up this one though. We're gonna start climbing 2.2 miles. So hopefully we can get there in maybe a little over an hour, depending on how steep this goes. (10 a.m. heading up the Lion Lake Trail. Certainly not as heavily used as the other trail, but it's pretty. This is a nice forest mountain trail, and it's pretty shady and humid in here. It's up to 68 degrees. The sun has come out, so it could get pretty warm today. Pretty steady climb. Oh, that's snagged on a tree. 7 miles in, a little over 3 hours hiking, almost 2,100 feet of climb, and a steep trail is slowing me down. But I'm getting close, almost up to tree line. Lush and quiet, and surprisingly, a few bugs. Let's find some wood to knock on. Okay, so we're 8 miles in, almost halfway there. This will be my longest hike since I did Mummy Mountain a couple of years ago. That was, I think, 17 miles round trip. We're at 10,900 feet, a little above. I thought I'd be out of the trees by now, but beautiful. So we're at 11,000 feet, and right around here we hit a little bench. So if I were to cut west-northwest along the contour, that would take me over to Thunder Falls. That was the plan today, but because of the road being closed, I'm not going to do that. We'll just continue up to Lion Lake. Gotta love this. Look at the size of this rock. I think we're getting close. Beautiful. Okay, we are at exactly 4 hours from starting the hike, coming down into Lion Lake number 1. 8.5 miles. I believe that is the north ridge of Pagoda or northeast ridge, one of the ridges. And then I think that's Mount Alice. And then Chief's Head is supposed to be back in here somewhere too. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to spend a bunch of time up here, but well, we'll see. We'll see. So far the weather looks good, and it'll be descent, so even if I get caught in the rain on the way down, that's okay. I think I'll stop for lunch here because I'm kind of hungry, and then I might continue on up in here to the upper lakes. We'll see. We're at Lion Lake number 1, having a snack. 8.5 miles in, so it's quite a trek so far. I'm gonna go, well, I think I will. I'm gonna go up in here. There's another lake, Snowbank Lake up there. So I'm gonna go check that out after my snack. But beautiful day. Doesn't look like there's any severe weather coming in yet. Keep our fingers crossed. Okay, we're continuing on after a short lunch break. Maybe 15 minutes. We're gonna go up to the upper lakes, purify some water. I'm recharging my phone right now because I was down to 35% with the navigation on, and then I was listening to Romeo and Juliet on an audiobook, which is a fantastic way to do it. Much better than reading it. It's not the most heavily used trail, but at least there's these nice cairns to market. If you can find them. Our way up around this cliff here. Just follow the rocks. Just pretend there's a trail. Ah, that looks like a trail. All right, going up. Well above 11,000 feet, and I'm feeling it. We're getting close though. Oh, there went a marmot. I think we just got to go around the corner here and we'll be up above that waterfall for the next set of lakes. Just got to go up this rock field here. Well, I've been up easier rock piles. Oh, we have a little pass right here. Almost up. Oh, that wasn't too bad, but it got me puffing. So there's a little lake down there. The Upper Lion Lake. And then we'll just skirt up around to the left of that snowbank up to Snowbank Lake. This is some beautifully polished rock going up this ramp here. Okay, we have achieved Snowbank Lake just after noon. So it's 4 hours and 40 minutes, 3,200 feet of climb, 9.25 miles. So I'm halfway, but it's all downhill now. That'll be the longest hike. This may be the longest hike I've ever done. Snowbank Lake, and then that one down there is Upper Lion Lake, or Lion Lake number 2. All right, we're gonna go get some water to purify. There's lots of water along the trail, so I'm just gonna do one liter, and then I'll do another one if I need it later on. Up at Snowbank Lake, we're gonna purify some water. So I've heard that the SteriPen can have trouble if there are no minerals in the water, like if it is directly from snowmelt. So what we're gonna do is I have some Gatorade, and they said if you just put a tiny bit of any kind of mineral, even just a little bit of salt, that gives enough for the sensors to pick up on. So I'm gonna push it once. Get our green light. Good, it's blinking. And I gotta turn into the shadow to see if it's, there's no shadow. Yes, it's on. My blue light is on, so it's purifying. So we got 90 seconds. Quite the view. So we were successful in sterilizing or purifying. So I'm gonna have me some Gatorade, because I've been through a lot of electrolytes. Cheers. Wow, this is just absolutely stunning. At 11,500 feet, it's like 65 degrees, slight wind. The wind, we got a little bit of smoke. It's coming right out of the southwest, which is that way. So we've been getting a little bit of smoke from those fires, but I'm not seeing any scary clouds. I'm having my Gatorade, and boy, I really appreciate it. Okay, it's 12:30. We're gonna start heading down and just explore around a little bit, because we've got at least 9.5 miles to go. Just gotta look for the ramps. There's always ramps. Until you run out of ramps. trail goes right up through there. Uh-oh, we might run into some snow. We did kind of run into some snow, but I think we can kind of skirt along it here. Ooh, or maybe not. Guess we have to walk on it. Just don't slip, because then it's going to slide all the way down into the water. So we will use the sticks to help prevent sliding. Whoa. It's not too steep. All right, we're back down to the First Lion Lake. So we'll descend below that and then cut cross country to the Thunder Lake Trail. So now I'm supposed to turn off by the fallen tree, or was it the cut tree? I think maybe it was the cut fallen tree. Yeah, this is a thick forest. There are trees down everywhere. But it's nice and green, so less likely to burn, even though there are a lot of dead ones. This big old tree just couldn't hold on to those rocks. Look at those big roots there. It's a tough life out here. Amongst the English. Yeah, this is beautiful through here. It's just so lush. Okay, we're right about where we want to start cutting cross country. And yeah, maybe right through here looks good. So we roughly want to head towards that peak. And it shouldn't be far from cross country here. But it's definitely cross country. Yeah, this looks really good. Just gonna kind of work our way down the ramps. Getting kind of thick in by the stream here, but you can see the trail just down there, so we'll traverse over. Take the path of least resistance. And there's always a path. And out here, there's always water. So now I just have to find a way to get across. There's the trail. Voila. And we are at the Thunder Lake Trail. So here we are at Thunder Lake. It's just after 2, so been going for 7 hours. 7? Started at 7. Yeah, 7 hours. Going in. So this is about 10,500 feet, so 1,000 feet lower than Snowbank Lake. I'm not sure what my mileage is now because I had to restart my guy. It glitched on me, but I'm about 7 hours in, yeah. Well, it was cool and refreshing. So here we are at Thunder Lake. Beautiful water. I was definitely going to soak my feet, but then that young woman who is driving with her dad from New York to Santa Barbara to go to school are having quite an adventure. So she was in the water and she inspired me to go in. I'm at 12 miles with 9 to go. Oh boy. But it's all downhill and it's a smooth trail. But this is a beautiful lake. And there's no one up here. So I guess I will pack up now that I'm refreshed and start the long trek out. So while we're here at Thunder Lake, we're gonna purify some more water. Here we go. It's working, it's working. All right, 3 o'clock, leaving Thunder Lake. I have 9 miles to hike out. 3.5 hours maybe? Yeah, this is a spectacular spot. I really like it. There's a little thunderhead coming up. Maybe we will get some rain. We'll see. So it's not all downhill for my next 9 miles. Thunder Lake has about this half-mile climb. It's probably, I don't know, 100 feet that I have to go up before I can start descending again. Four o'clock, we're at 15.25 miles, so I went over 3 miles an hour from Thunder Lake. So if we go down to the left here, that drops us way down and then we have to go back up. So we're gonna take the same route we took up, which is a much more interesting trail anyway, because it's a little trail, it's not a road. So it is just after 5 and I left Thunder Lake at 3, so I went 6.8 miles in 2 hours. So that's pretty quick. So my feet are sore and my legs are sore, and I'm at about 18 miles, 10 hours since I started. Let's have a little sit down and a snack, and then I got the 2 miles to hike out. I guess the ranger was given bad information because it looks like the road is open and this must be the construction they did. I stand corrected. They have put a lot of gravel on this road today. Well, I seem to be on an old trail coming up to the parking lot. It's about 10 to 6, so I'm close to 11 hours since I left. Just over 20 miles. and something like 3,500 feet of gain. So that was a hell of a hike.